Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Our little farming complex over here has been completed. I'm still sending all the vehicles over here. Not all of them are here just yet. Actually, barely some of them are here. I'm hoping we can get sowing pretty quickly so things will work. I've purchased a little bit of fuel over here, but the intent is really that this guy on his way to the exports will actually not load anything but unload fuel for us at the Polru pumping harbor. Okay, I've realized that we're running out of food a little bit, so I'll just have a quick look at this over here. Food is actually coming back up a little bit, but I think we're kind of running out of, yes, we're running out of crops. I've got numerous vehicles bringing crops in already. There's multiple trains bringing in crops. I mean, look at all of these. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trains already now. They're doing a variety of things, but a lot of them are importing crops over there. But we've got a fair bit of crops over here, and so I thought what we should be doing is actually get cracking on another food factory. And I thought this spot over here, because we've got the crops here, we can just quite easily move the food around, or the crops around, to a food factory over here. So let's quickly have a look at how we would be going about setting that up. Modded cargo stations. Well, there we go. This is the kind of thing that I want to do. So if I could potentially squeeze this in here somewhere, yeah, I think actually that would work quite well if I can get that in here. Look, it's not ideal. It's not ideal. From a spacing perspective, it's not ideal. But if I do that, we should be able to stock both food. That's not quite connected. Can I do that? I think that'll work, actually. And then what I want to do is I want to just... Oh, I just need to flatten the terrain a little bit. Okay, let me just get rid of this guy just for the time being. Come on, you should be able to. Come on, you really need to be able to tie in over there. I'm kind of wondering if I should move that thing forward just a tad, but really that's the first thing that we're going to need to do. Oh, beautiful. That's going to work. Can I? Oh, excellent. I think that's going to be fine. I'm hoping that's going to be fine. I'm going to go ahead and pay for that. I'm going to put a chain back somewhere over here. I'm going to plan a chain out of there, a chain out of there, and I'm going to put some blocks right over here. So that should hopefully do the trick, so that's fine. Now let's get ourselves a modded food factory over here. If I grab the factory piece, the food factory, come on. The food factory, ooh, we can barely fit it in. But we can. So if we do that, we should be able to have a decent food factory set up right over here. What we'll do is we will see about tying in some roads. Come on, how come this is a problem? Something like that. It's not great, but that's okay. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go ahead and pay for this so that we can actually get some food going straight away. Let's get this factory connection connected. That should be fine. We'll pay for that. We'll get these built. We've got tons of money. We should be spending our money to make sure we can survive the other things that we need. Now, the other thing we'll need to do is make sure that people can actually walk here quite effectively. So again, I'm going to think we're going to do some of this stuff. some of these. So I'm thinking we'll do a little bit of this. That's going to be just fine. And then what we'll do is we'll slot this guy in. Like something like that. We'll tie him in. That's going to be fine. We'll tie that one in right over there, and then we'll go underground and we'll connect these two like this. Now the question is, do we do that instead? I think that's okay. That looks a little bit more realistic, and then we can actually use that to come out somewhere over this way as well. Let's go ahead and pay for that. Going upstairs here, get that sorted out, pay for that one and pay for this one. Now what I'll need to do is set up a train. I don't know if I have any more trains available to bring grain from here to here. That's going to be the plan. And we'll just unload it directly over there, and hopefully that section of food factory there will help quite a lot. Now let's see, what do we have in the line of trains over here? We don't have any of these wagons that we're after. We've got 3 of them over here. So I'll probably need to start setting up another few of these wagons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And then we'll swap back over to the locomotives. Just because I can do with tons of locomotives, but some of these guys not quite so good. Let's go in there and back, and we'll go ahead and start that one, just so we'll pick up the 3 that we've got, and I think that should be sufficient for now. I'm just going to actually just shunt the stuff around for now. It might not be the ultimate solution for us, but we'll have a look. We'll have a look. Okay, so with this guy in here, we need to put these guys back. Excellent, just like so. Close that one out, and what you'll do is you'll come all the way over here. But you'll pop in over here. Ooh, actually close all of this out. You'll pop in over here. You're going to come and load up crops. And then what you'll do is you're going that way, and you're going to unload crops, and you're going to wait until you're unloaded. So basically you're going to be a shunting train that's going to run around in this general section. I'm hoping, because you're a pretty short train, I'm hoping it's not going to be too much of a problem, but we may have to tweak a few things over here just a tad. Anyway, that should do the trick. So let's start that one and see if that works. We already have workers, a ton of workers available over here. Excellent, that's awesome. We just need to bring our crops in, and then we'll start producing some stuff. So we've got more crops ready to go over here. Let's quickly see, did our ship actually unload stuff over here? Yeah, we are starting to do some stuff. This one should be... What? That's interesting. Honestly, that's interesting. It definitely didn't unload. It definitely didn't unload. We've got a few things currently being sowed here. Yeah, here comes a bunch more. Hopefully they will get cracking straight away. We can start bringing in the harvesters as well. The harvesters should be ready to go. Let's have a look at that. Harvesters. Yeah, we've got tons of them. And we still have some of these guys available too. We'll have to see where we're missing out on some of these. 1, 2, no. 3, 4 of tractors. And let's start bringing a couple of... actually, if I do that, we'll be able to bring in all of these harvesters. There's like 10, 11 over there. So that's okay. I wish there was an easier way to move things around and not just have them one by one. So we've got 8 over here. I think there's still a few arriving. We've got 7 over here. So let's... I don't know why we don't have more. Oh, actually, they're now arriving. Now, do I have too many then? Well, let's just send 2 to each. And then hopefully that's going to be sufficient for now. Now, in terms of my harvesters, we'll bring the harvesters over. So we've got 2, 4. It's quite a trick to do here. 5. We'll do 5 there, and we'll do the other 5 here. So at least we'll get some of them in on both sides. And that one and that one. And you know what we also need? We need to start sending trucks over here as well. So this is a new truck. There we go. Send you on over this way. That should be fine. So we need to start sending those trucks on over this way as well. So crops should start growing over here. Whether we're going to have sufficient time to get it all done, no idea just yet. How is all of this going? Are we... Oh yeah, food is being produced. Okay, so what I want to do is I just want to make sure we limit amounts, please. Limit amounts. We don't want any of this. We don't want any of that. Will it be about 50-50? I'm not too sure. There's still one more over here. 50-50. It's 200 and 300 tons. Might be something like that instead. So we have 400 tons of crops ready to go. Excellent. So this is working quite nicely as long as there are crops over here, which there are. We're doing a pretty decent job at creating food. So now we need to get our food train to also pick up food over here, and I think that's going to be a big part of the puzzle to also pick up food over here. Actually, to be honest, let's bring this thing back up to a decent size. I can get the train to actually just stop there, right? So let's make sure we get a pretty decent amount of this. If we get about 400 tons, oh actually, what? Hang on. Just drop that down. So up to about there, okay. Oh crap, hang on. Oh, we've unloaded, completely unloaded, that's fine. I should try and move this thing down just a little bit. Not sure it's going to work though. Can I? Oh, actually I can. Excellent, that's going to be just fine. Excellent, that's going to be just fine. We'll move them just a little bit to, well, actually this one, we can move all the way up here. So that's the short train and then a longer train. Okay, so let's find our food trains. So custom trains, generated trains, actually custom lines. We've got the food distribution train. Okay, so where are we at? Sovkosigrad cargo train station. And we're loading food over there. I've no idea actually where that is. But what seems to be happening is you are going to... Ah, there we go. That's fine. That's fine. You're not doing any food over here. Combined. I see 3 combined is where you're actually loading before you're heading that way. And then you're going back. So what I'm thinking... Before you go... Oh, so you go actually... Where is this guy actually? You don't do any food drop-offs over here, but you probably do some food drop-offs all the way back this way. Now, the question is, we can basically run... We can move you down... Whether we do a double load is really... I'm wondering about that. Where is this one? Why can't I... find this road cargo station? Oh yes, I know where this is. This is actually, I cannot remember. It's I'm way out. It's all the way over here. Sovkosigrad road cargo. It's over that one. So it's going to go and load over there. Then it's going to IC1. Then it goes to Irinsky Industrial. Then it goes up here. Then it goes to IC3 combined station to load, and then it goes all the way there to unload. You know what? Skip this one. Go instead of doing this one, okay, go to our, hang on, where am I? I'm not great at this. We'll come and have a look at what was going on over here shortly. Now, from what did I do? Oh crap! I deleted Safkasigarad. Okay, cancel that. Try it again. I want to remove this guy, and then after you go to that one, I would think that you pop in over here. Yes, I think that's going to be fine. You're going to pop in over there and you're going to come and load as much food as you can, and then you're going to go back. So it's going to be a bit of a loop that you're going to do over here, but that's okay. Now IC3 is being left to its own devices for the time being. So hopefully without the rail picking up food over here, we should be able to get these food numbers up a little bit. They are coming up already, and then we'll make sure that we've got plenty of food in this area. Yeah, we've seen a bit of a dip in terms of our population, and I think for the most part it is due to the food. Okay, so what's going on over here? We've got we still need to move a few harvesters. There's a fair bit of sowing happening, which is awesome. Have we seen any arrivals of this? I want to check the boat the next time it goes, just to see that that's actually happening. I need to bring a few trucks over here. So there's a few vehicles that needs to head on over this way. What's happening with my vehicles here? This one's about to leave, so I'm going to kind of leave it open over there so I can see when it starts moving. Now, I need to bring in some vehicles over this way. There's so many little loose ends that we need to tie up all the time. Where am I? Where am I? I'm kind of getting yours. I'm kind of wondering whether you can just kind of assign some waypoints or things. Okay, now we need to move a fair bit more of these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then, well, let's just move them like so. Over here. Okay, so you guys all just move on over here. Have I got any vehicles here already? In terms of these guys? Anyway, it's fine. If we... Oh! It's done. Okay, well then move you over there and over there. So that one is now full. There's all these harvesters are on the way. This hasn't started moving yet. No. Now, what's the next piece of this puzzle? I still need to move some more harvesters. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll grab a couple of these. Okay, get me all the way back over there. How's our money doing? Our money is growing tremendously. I think our exports is doing a little bit better now. Now let's see about moving these guys in. Now, do we have to... actually some of these were... hang on. You need to go over there instead. You're making your way on that way. Now, maybe I've added a covered hole in here. Okay, we'll have to see. So now we've got like 2 of these that's not actually found a home yet. So we might be a little overkill on some of these things. We'll have to have a look. We'll have to have a look. Seems like we're okay. Actually, we're missing a tractor over here, and on this side, we're just about right. We've got one tractor over here, one of these guys over here. So what we need to do with this is we would like to make sure that we pick up from these guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and we will be unloading over here. Okay, so now that should be working. What's that, guy? Is that a bus? Is something still under construction here? What is this guy doing? Drive-through bus station, IC5 construction. Why? Oh, I see. I'm going to pay for that. Just by the way, just so that we make sure that's done. I'm just going to pay for that. Okay, now I want to unload until you like full, buddy. So please go for it. Go nuts. Keep unloading. Keep loading. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now, go back. Find our stuff. We've got more of these vehicles that we need to move. That one. Those I don't know about. We need to make tons more of those vehicles. These covered cargo vehicles. Okay, so now we're going to bring in a few more of this. Okay, excellent. Oh crap, I closed out the... I'll have to have a look at what's going on with my my ship. It's filling up quite slowly now, but I want to have a look. So we're getting some vehicles coming in over this way. We'll set up the next set of these to do the other side. What's going on here? Do we have workers out here somewhere? Yeah, we do have. We certainly have workers out there. We should be filling this up at a pretty reasonable rate. Yeah, it's working. It's working. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to trim back a little bit on these guys. We don't need as many. We're kind of dealing with our crops fairly quickly. Oh, see, now we're saving most of the crops in here. Look at that. It's quite an effective little use of our infrastructure over here. Lots of food being produced over here, which is pretty awesome. Got an electricity problem. Okay, now let's quickly head on over here and see what's going on over here. Did I start building? Oh, this is a new area, which is pretty empty. I can move a fair bit of people in here. There's some parking that I've got for them over here. They should have most of their facilities. Are we bringing food in here? No, we're not. So let's just make sure that we actually deliver the stuff that we need to deliver. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm just going to add this guy to the mix. And you're going to just go and unload whatever you need to unload over there. So you will bring food and clothes and things like that over here for these guys. That's going to be pretty cool. This whole setup looks pretty nice with the parking. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. We can certainly start building some more stuff. Ooh, look at the rail. The rail is making a move out over here. This has been done. Nice. There's a fair bit going on here. How far is this from being done? Not too far away, actually. This should be done. That's done. Excellent. Excellent. And obviously we've got some road connections coming up through here, but it is quite a distance that way around. Probably need to look at how we can tie some form of road connection in here. And it's probably this one. It's not a straight connection through here though. So you need to be a little cautious about that. There's a fair bit that needs to be almost built over here still. I need to assign some of these guys on this way. Let's just have a look what's going on with this. Oh, that's not too far off either. Excellent. So they are all moving in terms of construction. Just need to make sure that we are bringing some people in over this way. Excellent, because we are wanting to fill up these trains all the time, and we should be able to. We really should be able to. There's a lot of workers available over here. How are these looking? Did I fill these up or did they fill up by themselves? My goodness, they're all filled up. Excellent. That is excellent. There's so many loose ends. What's going on over here? Yeah, we've got some food and stuff going on the right, like so. Going on in here, food is available, no problems. This guy is now loading up on food. That is excellent. That is excellent. These guys are continuing to make nice, lots and lots of food for us. I love it. That's awesome. Over here, have our vehicles arrived? The truck should have been here. Okay, now let's get the other guys in place here. So we add up to there. Now it's these guys. And then also come on over here. Okay, the harvesters are arriving. We'll have a look at our numbers in just a minute. We still have construction underway. No, this is just bringing in some workers. So there's no construction currently being worked on by these guys. So that's quite an interesting one. What's the situation here with our food? Food should be awesome. So now I think our food happiness should be much better. What's going on over here? Yes, absolutely. We finished off that concern over there. So food is now back up and working. Now let's find some over 21s living at home so we can start moving them around a little bit. Whoa, there's tons of them in there. I'm just going to empty that one out in our new buildings. And then we're probably going to need to start building some new buildings over here to continue our expansion. These are all full. Look at those. Already full of people. There's very little room available over here. Anyway, so we've moved a fair number of people, but that's not even close to where we would like that number to be. Now, we will need to move people around a little bit. There's no jobs available, which is not too bad. Sport is a bit of a problem, and culture, sport is mainly the problem over here. So we need probably a little bit more in the line of sports facilities over here. So what I may do is I might actually build a couple of, actually, I have some new modded sports playgrounds actually, I think. Yeah, these guys. Maximum amount 63, 32. How big is this thing? Ooh, that's not bad. I'm actually quite tempted to do one of these somewhere. Right here next to the, oh, actually there should be a room for a train to actually go through there. Need to be a little cautious about that. Shall we slot something in here, or let me find a room somewhere over here? No, I think maybe this spot is about the right one. Well, there's something here already. There's that one over there. Anyway, let's just do this one. That should do the trick. We'll see about making sure that this thing is connected to a few spots here. We won't be able to cross over here. So I think actually they've changed it. Yeah, so you can do that again. I know. So let's just pay for that. I believe we'll get the construction guys to come and sort out this. Now, what we need to just make sure as we continue to build our area here, I just want to make sure that we've got enough room for the various bits and pieces that I'm after. So what we'll do is I'll lay out a few more train tracks over here, even commission them if required. Now we'll try and I don't necessarily need those guys to actually, it might be appropriate for us to run them like this. Oh yeah, that actually might work quite nicely. Let's try and find the right spot for the rail line to run. So if I say the rail's going to run something like this, right? And now if we try and if I do that, that might be a little too tight actually, but I'm quite happy with that curve. That curve is pretty nice. So let's trim this back a fair bit. If we trim these back to something like that, would we now be able to make a pretty decent curve? I don't mind if it goes a little bit more like this. So that was kind of the idea. If we do something like that, that's not too bad. We can run... Wow. Why did that one not want to... That's fine. I think that's... I'm comfortable with this. That'll go through here. Now, the intent is that we will also run maybe something... It looks really untidy. Looks really untidy. I'm not the... not too fussed with some of these things, but maybe this is a little much. Okay, so the issue is here is we've started this weirdo curve all the way at the start, and what we should do is we should give it a little straight section. Like that. That's not 100% straight, but that should give us a pretty nice curve. Can we do the inside first though? That's good. That looks better. That's a little tidier, and what we can do is we can... We can do a little something like this. That's actually going to work pretty nicely. So then we'll run this guy up here. Really? Too steep? How on earth can this be too steep? So we'll run that one up there. So I want to make sure that we provide ourselves with a fair bit of station abilities over here. So what we'll do is we'll probably have some form of bridge or something over here so we can tie that one in. This one is already tying in that way, so that's pretty good. Now, is this under construction? Can we get the heli guys to come and help out? Yes, please come and help out over there, please. And what we'll do is we'll grab, I think, another couple of these. I think now we can start filling in this one. Filling in some more of this over here is going to be awesome, I think. We've already got a store here, but we just need to be cautious. These are pretty sizable buildings, so we just need to remain cautious as we do that. So modded residential pieces, let's quickly grab that. Which ones are the ones that I like? It's this one. Slot it in, let's go to the front. Yeah, here they are. Yeah, I'm going to do a little something like this, right? We can do a cluster of 3 of them, I think, if we do them like this. Excellent. That's not bad. That's really not bad. So what we'll do is we'll link those 2 up there. We'll go that one through there. And then what we'll do is we'll, well, let's start it off like this, and then we'll just tie it in over there. So we do a little cluster of 3 of them. I'm going to go ahead and pay for that, and then the construction crews can start working on those buildings. That's fine. We're probably going to need some more facilities. There is a school over where? Distances though. Distance-wise, how far can you actually walk? Can you walk to the school? Not as it stands. So we'll have to have a look and see. We should be able to sort that out a little bit better. But we'll do that one over there. And I think, do we do another cluster of them? Yeah, we can have a look at maybe another cluster of them. Maybe on this side, actually. Facilities over here might be a bit of a challenge, though. Okay, now moving back. Oh, crap. Anything? Oh, it did in fact drop off some stuff here. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It did drop off some stuff. Okay, that's very good. That is very good. Happy about that. How much did you drop off? Very little actually, but that's fine. As long as you just drop some of it off, that's going to be just fine. Okay, let's have a look at our vehicle situation over here. What do we have available over here? Can I just see? What is this? This is too many of these guys, so I need to move some of them over there. Yeah, you don't need to be here. Too many of those as well. How is that possible? Anyway, you've got your 10. You've got... oh, actually, you don't have 10. How do I have too many? Well, what I definitely want to do is I'll sell one of these guys. So that one needs one more. And then this one needs one more. That's fine. So one more harvester at each one of those, and that should be absolutely fine. We've got all of these growing. I'm not sure we're going to make it, but let's try. Let's try. Let's get those couple of harvesters that's still probably hanging out over here. Yeah, absolutely 2 harvesters hanging out. I don't know what happened with the... did I do way too many of them? I have no idea. Okay, so let's move some more stuff over. A lot of micromanagement now happening instead of anything much else. So one over there and one over here. All of our harvesters should then be in, and then what we'll do is we'll move a couple of these guys over here, and we'll move a couple over here. So no more sowing going on. We've got growing happening at the moment, and hopefully we'll be ready for the harvest in just a while. Our power should be absolutely fine. A truck's available, fair enough. Everybody should in fact be powered if they need power. That's filled up. I do wonder whether this one is going to be appropriate or not. What we do need, we need technical services vehicles over here too. Probably slightly less important over there, but we probably need to be able to run a few vehicles at least. So let's grab these two. We'll bring 1 or 2 technical services along. Oh, we only have the 2. So I'll bring 2 of them along. Make your move and make your move. So we'll get our snowplows over here, and we'll slowly start dumping some more of these trucks over here, so we can at least move the stuff pretty effectively. That's the plan, at least that is the plan. Okay, I wanted to maybe use a little bit of time in this episode to continue the planning of our rail network. Okay, so these guys are in fact up and running. So what I could do over here, hang on, is this done? Yeah, but we have no helicopters though. Let's grab a couple of helicopters. We're still not building our own helicopters, so let's just let's grab a couple. I'm hoping that'll be quite good for us. The MI-10. These have got the same. Actually, that one's got a higher carrying capacity for this stuff. The one with the little red line. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so hopefully they can grab some stuff for us. I do wonder. Oh, this is without a power supply, and we do need to make sure that we drop off some fuel over there, though. So the fuel guys, please make sure to drop off your fuel over here also. Thank you, so that we've got fuel for our helicopters. Now we need to have people be able to come and work here, right? Will we need, let's quickly have a look. If we go underground, what do we have over here? That's probably gonna hit us a little bit. Electricity problem. So if we do, hang on, so if we do something like this, right? How come? Really? Wow. So we do need to provide a little something through here. Do we have an indication of how long this is? This is like 200 meters, 250. So we should be able to get some people to come and actually work over here. But that's a bit of a challenge, isn't it? Okay, now let's then see. I might move the whole thing over here a little bit. So if I do this, and I place this guy over on this side. That's fine, we'll go with that, and what we'll do is we'll tie that one up, and what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd trim this back a little bit, and then what we'll do is we'd go ahead and do a little something like this. So let me trim that one, and then we'll just tie that in. I think that's going to be fine. There we go. I'm going to pay for that. That's fairly cheap. I'll pay for the whole thing actually. Just want to make sure I don't lose a nuclear power plant or something due to the fact that I can't have anybody out over here. Now what I'll do here is I'll actually provide a few residential buildings. So let's get a few residential buildings in here. Can we do the slightly smaller ones? Is this the one? No, that's not the one. Was these guys, right? So if I do this, should be able to squeeze in two at least over here. Yeah, that seems quite reasonable. We can still put maybe a kindergarten or something small in there. But that does look pretty good. I'll go ahead and pay for that. The construction over here is quite heavily underway. Actually, let's just continue with what we've done over there. But let's turn it. Okay, I think that's good. I don't mind that. We'll do a bit of this and a bit of that. I didn't pay for that. So these will now start to be constructed. Can be an interesting little shape right over here. Oh, this has been done. So people should now have a bit more sporting access. 762 capacity over there for that. This guy's waiting. Why? It's because of this. Let's just. I'm going to trim this back. Yeah, that's going to be better. All of this is underway. Let's start building some of this stuff as well. Heli 1 and 2. Okay, now let's move on over to the airport and see what's going on over there. Excellent. All of this stuff is under construction. These stands, that's done. This is done. All we need is these rail connections. You know what? I might pay for some of these rail connections because it's taking a little bit of time now. So let me quickly go and grab this. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and pay for some of these guys. It's so much easier to build this stuff. The electrification would also be so much easier if we do it this way. Yeah, that one's not connected. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and construct all of this. Now it's all connected, so now it should absolutely work. Should be able to get all of that going. What I would like to do is actually assign a little bit of rail construction out over here so we can get this section built. Those shouldn't be too far away. These are building pretty quickly. I like it. What's our population doing? Yes, coming back up. Excellent. I like it. I like it. Now, rail constructions over here. I grab this guy and I go ahead and assign a couple of, one extra piece at least, if I knew where I was going. That one right over there. Yeah, I think that could work. This construction is underway here. Let's just see how far can you actually get, how far can you walk? We don't have anybody within walking access just yet. If we look at this guy, honestly, oh, hang on, there's a little section missing there. Yeah, okay, so we should have guys out over there. It's going to be just fine. I'll bring in a normal truck for the last one. Let's find it. Oh, and I wanted to build a little bit of this. What's going on over here? It's looking good, guys. This area is looking pretty good. We don't have a boat doing stuff just yet. Oh, there was another hopper ship that I could start using. Okay, my goodness. So many things. So many things. What's going on over here? So we've got a few more of this. Let's grab one of these. And then we'll grab these 4 and move them on over. Little by little, we're moving all of these guys over here. Now, the one thing I don't have is fire protection. Right over here. So let's quickly move this guy in to its spot over here. That's fine. You'll move over there. Now, we've got a bit of an issue with fire protection over here. So how on earth, if I do a fire station with some helicopters over here, they should be able to go and deal with that, right? Okay, so let's build ourselves one of those. I'm very worried about those things burning down, especially that silo. That silo is a bit of a challenge for us. Fire station. I want to try and make this, get this out of the way as much as possible. So a little something like this, and then we'll try that in there. I'll pay for that, and now we'll grab ourselves our plane stands, which are these. There we go. I like it. That's actually not too bad. You don't need too much better over there. Let's trim this back a little. Is that going to work? I'll have to trim it back even more. There we go. Now it should be able to work. Excellent. There we go. Pay for all of this. I might just build all of that as well. Money. Look at that money, 400 million and 150 million dollars. Okay, now we've got these guys available. I need to make sure that we are in fact dropping off some of this. So let's just add this guy to the mix and make sure you're getting your fuel. Then we'll also go ahead and grab these guys, 1, 2, 3 of them. Oh. Okay, so those fields are not covered, but these guys are covered. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome because the important stuff is covered over here. Okay, that's fine. I'm quite comfortable with that. I'll bring in one of the fire engines as well. Okay, so now we should have our firefighters over here also ready to go. Okay, we had an extra hopper ship ready here. Okay, and the intent was, let's just have a look. What are we moving in here? We are missing what? Well, go for that. Do we have, where's our coal? Really? Anyway, the other one we need to bring in here is iron ore. So grab that guy, send you to there. You will be loading. And then from there you will be coming in over here to unload. start. Now that you're doing that, I would like you to load iron ore and unload iron ore. Okay, for the time being, let's just do that so we get some stuff going on. The fact that I don't have any coal over here, it's quite an interesting one. Do I have coal over here? Yes, I do. Okay, we should still have workers over here. We should be filling up on food. Excellent. We have a fair bit of crops available. What's going on over here? We need more workers over here. Okay, what we also need is we need to provide some facilities for people to get here. And one of the things we also need to probably do is get this rail through here. Let's quickly set that up. Go with the tunnel. Gonna go right next to the road there. Pretty sizable rail tunnel that. And go ahead and commission those guys for us. I'm not sure, that's not going to be an urgent move for us just yet. And these are getting built. That's nice, that's nice. I'm going to need to start moving some stuff in here. Okay, what do you need to build planes? I haven't procured a blueprint just yet. So what kind of blueprints are we going to buy? Let's quickly have a look. Certainly we want to build some planes, which wouldn't be bad. Look at the cost of that blueprint. 400 million rubles. It's our total budget to buy the blueprint for that. Look at this guy, TU-142. They are pretty expensive, pricey. Okay, now helicopters. Certainly this one. We're going to build tons of them, and then I want the MI-10 cargo variety. Wow, 70 million, and that one. Okay, so we'll start off in this area by building helicopters. So what are you going to do? You're going to give me two of them, and then one of them. And if we build tons of them, I can just sell them or something. So we're going to build helicopters as a starting point. So what do you need to build these helicopters? You need plastics, electronics, electronic components and electronics actually, and you need aluminum. Okay, so that one is not quite ready for us to work on yet. We need aluminum. Aluminum production needs to go in somewhere. I'm kind of wondering about over here. People moved in over this way. Slowly getting there. I'll squeeze in an extra little sports facility over here. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Get those going. So this will be built, I think. And there'll be some sport availability over there. These guys haven't started doing anything just yet. Can I just check whether this actually reaches there? It does. We can get water. It does reach the airport. All of those facilities and the nuclear power plant, which is awesome. Okay, now with this through here, I'm thinking we need a station, a platform slash station. Let's just grab that, a platform slash station. I'm thinking we probably don't need much more than, and say this. So I would like to do that right over there, okay? Now we'll need to plan it out a little bit because I do want us to make sure So if I get out of here, I would like to run this somewhere in the middle like that, maybe. Then we'll straighten it out a little bit towards the border. I think that's the intent. We'll get the second line out there to do the same thing. Now, what we'll need to do is we'll need to make sure that we... well, what we could do is we could just run it out from this way. We do this. And we'll do that. I like it. I like it. So from there, what we'll do is we'll flare out the other one. Trim this back a little, and then we'll slot this one in here. So that should be fine. So we can, I think we can go ahead and commission that. That'll be able to, yeah, go through this area and go towards the the border. Now, I want to do a little bit of planning over here. Okay, so this is okay. This is not going to happen. We're going to need to put out the aluminum complex at some point. This is all doing its thing. Should all be working. This is not filling up, is it? This doesn't actually currently have workers. That's not the worker train. How on earth did that happen? Now we know what the problem was, and of course this guy's all... My goodness. I have no idea how that ended up happening. That is really weird. Oh, it's in the wrong... How on earth did that happen? Okay, well, can we do a little something about this? That's quite interesting. It's just in the wrong... You wouldn't be able to switch over here. Now, can you switch back? I don't think you can switch back. Well, what we'll have to do is we'll have to do a little something like this then. We'll do an extra one of these guys. Come on. How come you're snapping to the wrong stuff here? There we go. Okay, pay for that, and then this one will have to be a mixed signal yes again. Just make sure we pick up people as we leave. Nice. Fill it up. There we go. Now you can leave, you can do your thing. That was an interesting little mess that happened over there. Okay, now what I want to do is actually plan out the next little section through here. So let's start off by, well, the intent is really that I want to do this. Okay, I'll put on snapping, so we'll do the second one, and then I'm going to do that one. And this is that quite centered? It's not quite centered, is it? Let's try that one more time. I'm going to try that one more time, and we'll say, so if we go out somewhere like this. Yeah, I think that might not be centered either. If we just bring it a little closer, we do this, right? I think that's going to be just fine. We do that, and we do that. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. So this is kind of the way I would like to approach this. So do something like this, okay? And then what we'll do is we'll get rid of the middle one as we go. Okay, so where are we heading with this? We're heading over there. So what I'm thinking is we'll go around this way. We could go through the neck here, but that's pretty steep, I think. Have a look. Yeah, that's pretty steep. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We could we? Oh, no, we're not going to run through here either. Running through there gives us access to this side of the airport, right? Do we think that's appropriate? For now, let's not worry about that. Could we don't actually have to go that way over there, so we can kind of run it through this section. Like so and like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the middle one, and that's going to be our distance gauge, basically. Just zoom out so I can see what I'm doing here. Nice. And okay, now that might not be as nice. I'm going to trim that back just a little bit, so we'll start that turn a little bit more aggressively. Let's go from the outside over there. This is going to be such a nice, I just think this is going to be so awesome once we do this. In through there, and something like this. Bring in the next guy over there, and then next guy over here, and I think we're just going to end it off right over here. Now we've got a rail connection through there. So what I will do is let's bring out this guy just a little bit. We probably need a little roundabout connection somewhere over here. Yeah, I think that's probably about right. Yeah, this didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to work out right there. Just trim that back. Even more, I think, if I want to do that roundabout thing. Okay, so if we do this, now I want to do a roundabout. I want to try and maybe do a clone of one of our ones that actually works, like this one. There's a pretty good little roundabout, so let's try a little clone of that. Oh, I can if I turn it exactly right, we should be able to get this guy. So if I do that, we just won't build the That's pretty cool. Really? How come? Not what I had in mind with this, by the way. Now, actually, I need to do it with these guys. Now let's try that. Can we tie this in pretty comfortably? Yeah, I like it. I think that's okay. What we'll do is we'll do that. Yeah, that's going to be fine. That's going to be fine. And what we'll do, this is just going to be one straight connection directly to the center of it over here, somewhere like that. Something like that. We will go ahead and commission that. Then what I'll do is I'll get rid of this section that I never intended to build anyway, but it's kind of a bit of a buffer in between. Out over there. All the way down here. This little section. We'll run it in all the way to there, and we will finish it off. So there we go. So now that's our highway connection to the first to the west. Highway connection over there. We'll do a little bit of parking over here and a bus stop or something, because we're going to need to bring in people. Probably need a bit of a road connection somewhere over here. There's a few other bits and pieces going on. All of these, I'm happy to report, has already been built. Got some workers hanging out over there. There's no power supply though, which means the helicopters won't be able to refuel. So we're going to need to have a look at power supplies. All of these are built. My goodness, we are doing this so quickly. No one is actually hanging out at the sports fields. Some people are starting to complain a little bit about hospitals, spirituality, all these kind of things. Do we have food available over here? Yes, generally we do. What's our population like? It's back up and growing. The food happiness is really good. I'm quite comfortable with that. Let's have a look over here. I did actually start the other one. There's a lot of stuff missing here that I don't quite know what's going on. I'll have to have a bit of a look at that maybe in between episodes. This guy is coming back empty. That's cool. Oh, these are actually being picked up now. Nice. Meaning I probably need a few more trucks. What's going on over here? 300 tons of crops already available. I love it. I love it. Guys, getting more crops ready is exactly what we would like. Okay, same thing is probably happening out over here. Probably moving tons of crops in. Yeah, there's lots of food available. That's excellent. That is excellent. I'm loving it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. And tell me in the comments if you have any. Bye-bye.